Alright, the rest of the students are going to join us or watch the video. Hello everyone, and it's my pleasure to introduce Timo Lampikoski to you. He has been so flexible, he's agreed to come and talk to you about creating your LinkedIn profiles, your resumes, boosting your career. So our career guru, Timo Lampikoski, and it's going to be a workshop, so you can ask questions.
Okay, good afternoon everybody. It's great to be here, and we'll be discussing job hunting 2.0 and specifically, as Inara said, how to create an outstanding CV, meaning your resume and or your LinkedIn profile. So two main topics, and please feel free to ask any questions, and let's have a good conversation. To start with, you may want to turn off your monitor for a few minutes because there will be a short briefing first about how to create your great resume, or even better resume, and then of course when we move to LinkedIn, you can of course then turn on your monitor again. How many of you have a LinkedIn profile at present? Okay, a bit over half. So even if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, you may want to start creating one, even starting today. So a short briefing first, and then you will have a chance to either edit your resume or your LinkedIn profile, or even both. And I will be here for 1.5 hours approx. So if you have questions, you want my feedback about your CV, about your LinkedIn profile, so I will be here for 1.5 hours or so. Okay, few words about me, as you can see here. So I work both as career counselor here at HAAGA-HELIA and also an entrepreneur since ages, quite a few years. And I've written a few books, as you can see. 3 of those discuss career planning, job hunting, 3 of those books, and I always like to help people. My mission or my main motivation is to help people out, whether it's about looking for a new job, advancing in their career, or making other positive steps, or taking other positive steps in their life. So that's me. And then a few say ads about our career services. Please feel free to come on Wednesdays between 3 and 5 p.m. if you want personal feedback, personal coaching about your resume or LinkedIn profile in the future. So it will be always on Wednesdays, as you can see. And and the other counseling hours are every Tuesday mornings, to be precise, between those hours. So I'm located on 2nd floor, Career Point, as you can see. So it's a personal coaching, first come first served basis, as you can see there. Okay, but let's move forward and discuss first CV, how to create one that will stand out for the pack. And there will be a PDF or Moodle even today, so I will be sending information of the main slides, and there will be a few videos, other tools or resources. So let's take first look. What's the aim, what's the goal of your job hunting documents? Whether it's a cover letter, whether it's resume, whether it's LinkedIn profile, even other social media platform, even if you have a portfolio, digital portfolio online, etc. So the aim of all of your documents is to show the potential employer that you bring benefits, whether it's about your skills, your experience, fresh education, even networks, or something else. Please keep that aim in your mind and try to take a fresh look through the employer's lenses, what he or she want to find in your cover letter, resume, or other documents. That's our view today during this workshop. Next, let's take a look at the 7 cardinal sins of the job hunting documents. And let's start with the length of those documents. Okay, I know that this is a bit vague here, I mean the images, but you may see that there's sort of misunderstanding that the cover letter should be over 1 page and the CV should be only 1 page. So it's a common misconception, I would say, and even wrong. Let me explain why. So your CV can be preferably up to 2 pages, even 3 pages at times. No worries. If you have lots of skills, lots of experience, so it can be over 2 pages, but that's the thumb rule. But please bear in mind that your cover letter should be only 1 page. That's crucial, because every week maybe I see too long cover letters are not too long, and I can tell you that the recruiters, the readers, they are in a hurry. They don't have time to read those long, lengthy cover letters. So, for example, why it should be 1.5 to 2 pages. One of the reasons is that you want to explain about your responsibilities at work, what you have done, even what you have achieved. So, and you will have, all of you will have this long list of your ICT skills, right? All the software, languages, platform systems, etc. And even on your LinkedIn profile, right? So you can have this long list much way longer than, say, other students here at HAAGA-HELIA, for example. Okay, then how to start, or actually how not to start. So most students, most young people start their cover letter something like this. I'm a 6-year-old studying business at HAAGA-HELIA. Okay, what kind of impression does this create? It will create this kind of impression that you don't want to create. You want to create curiosity, at the least. You want to create interest in your cover letter, in your resume, and you may want to have him or her check out your LinkedIn profile too, and he or she will, if he or she gets interested in your background and your skills. So it's a mistake to start. Okay, so next we'll take a look at cover letters, other common mistakes you can see here. So the first bullet point, referring to the previous slide, as we can see. So your first sentences, your first paragraph of the cover letter, it should be always tailor-made. It should be highly customized. So you want to make some research about the company, then please answer the question, why are you interested in the company in the first paragraph, even in the first sentence. One other mistake is that there's too much text about what the applicant has done and not too much emphasis on his or her skills, or even what he or she has accomplished. And this is very, very typical. Quite a few of them contain grammatical errors, as we can see here. Okay, and then let's take a look at the common mistakes on CVs. Okay, you can see that obviously same kind of mistakes, the last two, but bad layout. It's hard or difficult to read, and there are too many different visual elements, or it's some other way. It doesn't look good. That's very, very typical, unfortunately, I can tell you. All right, so those were the seven sins. So, any questions about cover letters, resumes at this point? Please feel free to ask. Any questions or ideas, thoughts?
Have you already tried writing resume? Have you submitted any resume? Have you applied for a job? So that's nothing new. So Timo is going to tell you what else might be done, to enhance this.
So how many of you? Okay.
Can you give me like a few points of what a cover letter should include?
Good cover letter.
Yeah.
It should have only 4 paragraphs or 4 sections. So, as I said, I would start with why are you interested in the company, and then obviously you want to tell a bit about yourself, highlight your special skills, or a bit about your work experience or HAAGA-HELIA study. That's the first chapter. Then the second, obviously, you will tell more about yourself, a bit more about HAAGA-HELIA, what are you specialized in, or what will you specialize in. Then about your work experience, obviously. And then the third chapter, it will be mainly about your skills. Please do highlight 5 to 6 skills. Use bolding, for example, even numbering, bullet points. Please make it highly readable. And then the fourth chapter, of course, reference to the interview, to the meeting. So those are your four short chapters that you need, and it should be actually less than 1 page. So it should be that brief or concise.
Checked out at a glance. So you're talking about paragraphs, or should they be
or sections,
titled?
or sections, or whatever you call them. Yeah. Okay. Any other good question? Thank you. Any other? All right. Let's continue then. So, a few tips about how to create informative resume, sort of basic stuff that should be right on your resume. So the Americans, they tend to use the resume, even in the UK they tend to use the term resume, otherwise CV, curriculum vitae is used. Okay, 2 pages, and please do include your LinkedIn profile. Quite a few students don't include their LinkedIn profile link. Please do include it. And then please remember that you must brand yourself. Okay, you will brand yourself, your skills, experience, etc. in your cover letter, but please do brand yourself even on your resume. So there should be either profile section after your personal details or competencies section. And even after those, if you have successful projects under your belt, so to say, please highlight them in the achievement section. So to sum up, personal details of course first, then either profile or competencies, and then you may want to include achievements section. We'll take a look at the resume template in a minute. Okay, then how to create an impressive CV. So I said, highlight the skills and achievements, and this is very important. Please use reverse schedule. So the latest work experience first, and then backwards in your history, and same with your education section. Please use subtitles. They may work in the cover letter at times too. People ask, do I need references, where to put them? So of course it's not obligatory, but if you have one or two references, in other words, people who recommend you, please do include them, and I will put them at the end of the resume. Maybe not in the cover letter. You see the references quite often in the cover letters, but please do include it in your resume. And once, as I said, please use bolding, and it works in cover letters too pretty well to highlight things. I wouldn't use underlining. You may want to use bolding or italics, whatever you prefer. So, the core question when you create a resume in the future, so the core question always is, and it will be probably twofold. So, what you have done and accomplished. Please try to create a sense of accomplishment in your resume. For example, when you describe your work experience, please try to start with verb. So I managed, I planned, I created, I organized, so to create this real feeling of accomplishment. And please bear in mind when you create, customize, tailor-made your cover letter, so the key question, or core question in that case is, what are my skills? That's the main focus of the recruiter when he or she takes a look at your cover letter. What are this applicant skills? So please, it's a bit different, because once again, in your cover letter you have only one page, and resume is 2 pages. Any questions before we take a look at the resume template? Okay, let's take a look at that. So, here's one model or template. You will find this on MyNet Urapalvelut pages. Unfortunately, we don't yet have any very good career pages in English. We will in the future, that's for sure, but most of the resources, tools, templates you will find on MyNet Urapalvelut pages. So you will find this there too, the English template. Students or people always ask that should I include a photo? Maybe in your field it's not so relevant, but of course you can do that. Include your photo. So maybe the best place for your photo is in that case is here, as you can see. But I would say it's more about your skills and your experience, more about your studying than sort of visual branding of yourself or your CV. So personal information, as said, competencies, achievements, work experience. So if your education is better, so do include your before work experience or vice versa. So we want to emphasize the stronger part of your history, whether it's education or work experience. And then to continue, maybe in your case ICT skills should be before languages. That's what I recommend. It's quite obvious. And then positions of trust, volunteering. If you are military service, please do include it. At least here in Finland, there may be cultural differences, as we discussed.
With the both students?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
They are almost all Finnish.
Yeah. Please do include it if you are done. Then about your hobbies and, as said, preferences. So on Mainet and Urapalvelut pages you will find this. It's a Word template, you can save it and you may want to take a look at it. Alright, now you can of course turn on your monitor if you already haven't done that. So let's move to our second theme, LinkedIn profile, the mysterious interesting world of LinkedIn. So this is one of the two major trends, both in recruiting and job hunting in Finland during the past 2 years or so. So LinkedIn, number one trend I would say in these both cases, and then video later or CV video. Have you had a chance to make these video CVs or video cover letters? Not yet.
That's an optional assignment, and
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
can touch upon that, that would
Yeah.
be an asset.
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe a few words about it. I'm pretty sure you will have a chance. I mean, in recruiting situations, looking for a job, you will have a chance to create a video cover letter or video CV, whatever term you will use. So you should have good lighting. Maybe you don't need a professional camera. I would say the quality of mobile cameras is good enough. Even the audio side of it, it's good enough. But I wouldn't use the web camera because chin first. It doesn't look very good in the video. So it should be front. Maybe you will use your spouse or family, friend to help you out. So it will be a sort of close up. And in most cases. If you have and when you have technical skills, you may want to highlight it in the video. But the general video is max 1.5 minutes. It's about you, it's about your pitch, about your elevator speech. So in general sense, of course, you should introduce yourself, tell about HAAGA-HELIA, tell about your work experience, tell about your skills, highlight them, and then at the end of your max 1.5 minute video, you should have a call to action. Please contact me if you got interested about my skills, my background. Please contact me. And then you should include either your email address or your phone number or both, maybe. So that's the general script of your elevator speech. But the case is that in many recruiting situations you will be given 4 to 5 questions. So your pitch will be about answering those questions. That's the common thing nowadays. So please practice. Don't read it on any paper. It will be shown, even if you glimpse a nanosecond. The recruiter can tell that you taking a look at your paper. Please don't do that. Try to memorize it. I mean, fluently. Don't prepare any speeches, but be natural. You can smile a bit. Try to be a bit relaxed and tell in your own words the answers to those 4 or 5 questions, which will be typically why we should hire you, and tell about your skills, tell about your studying. I mean, they're pretty much same as the questions in the interviews. So these are my general tips about video resumes. Okay, so let's go on and move to LinkedIn. So a few questions. Please take a look at those questions, or this longish question here. So the answer is pretty obvious, right? Then the situation is, especially in your field, especially in Finland, you will need a LinkedIn profile. You will, yeah. That's all of the recruiters in your field are on LinkedIn and looking for you now and in the future. That's the name of the game. So,
May I ask
yeah.
a question?
Sure.
What pays off? Do you have a profile in Finnish or in English?
In English.
In here, in Finland.
English, yeah. Because the recruiters they will use English keywords, most of them. So please create it in English. You may have sections in Finnish, just in case, because I've heard that it's becoming a bit more common that they are starting to use Finnish keywords too. But it's safe to say that most of them use English keywords, so obviously you should have an English profile. Yeah. Good question. Yeah.
I guess there is an option to create another profile.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? In a different language.
Well, I would use only one profile. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually. Okay, then a short video highlighting the most important parts of a LinkedIn profile. So let's take a look at the video now. Okay, there were a few highlights about the LinkedIn profile, the most crucial parts. For example, the summary. It's a crucial part. Quite a few profiles don't have a summary, which is a mistake in the job hunting wise, because most of the recruiters they check out the summary very fast when they land on a profile. Then, of course, if there's no summary, you can tell them what happens next. So they won't scroll down, not too much. They just check out and then okay, no summary, next. So it goes. Okay, so a few reasons why to create a LinkedIn profile nowadays. Of course, there are many reasons, but say the main reasons are listed here. So weekly, I hear classmate of yours, maybe third-year students, second-year students, whoever. Weekly, I hear stories about the recruiter phone and say, "Hey, I just take a look at your LinkedIn profile. Do you want to come here and have a chat? You could have use of your skills." So this happens daily, every week nowadays. So it will even automate your job hunting in the long run when you gain more and more skills, when you gain more and more experience. So pretty good reason to create a LinkedIn profile, right? And then and job ads, more and more job ads are on LinkedIn nowadays, especially in your field, quite surprisingly. So you will find many job ads if you take a look. There's the jobs section on the front bar, on the upper bar, and then you can use keywords to look for different job ads in Finland. You will find quite a few of them, I can tell you, and as you will see. And of course, keeping up in with trends, etc. Articles. So basically, there are two different profiles. Whether you are a content professional not looking for a job, or if you are actively looking for an internship or looking for a job, so you may want to create or edit a different profile depending on on the situation, your career. So you may want to keep that in mind. And as said, summary is highly important. But the most important thing is that do create your profile using keywords of your skills, and please do use synonyms. Please use these famous abbreviations in your fields, tens and tens of abbreviations that I have no idea about it. Just notice them on people's LinkedIn profiles. So please include those in as many ways as you can all over your profile. So that's when and why they will find you and on your profile, and they will on you. So that's how it works. So if you have a LinkedIn profile already, you may feel content, okay, good for you, but you should update it every once in a while, every couple of months. Please take a look at the profiles. Then this video, it's a bit long, so we don't have a chance to look at it now, but it will be on the PDF, the link will be on the PDF. So it's a step-by-step video, starting with the title, photo, summary, etc. Answering the questions how to create an outstanding LinkedIn profile. And obviously, at times we may struggle with the proper English terms, including myself. So about the education terminology, here's a mini trick, as you of course know. Take this process. It will take time. It will take hours and hours to network, to connect with people, highlight different things in your profile, add your skills, get endorsements about your skills. We'll take a look at it in a little while. So let's take a case example next, especially if you are not familiar with LinkedIn as a platform already. So, Jarmo studied those at HAAGA-HELIA. That's one of the reasons we take a look at his profile. And as you can see, it's a minor thing, but still, if you want to create a visualization, impression of your profile, you can add this banner type background image or photo, as Jarmo has done. Then, this is highly crucial. You must have 50 plus connections. Please keep that in mind. 50 plus connections. If you have less than 50, the recruiters won't find you. You will not be listed in the searches, unfortunately. So you must have 50 plus connections. And once again, you should have a summary at the beginning of your profile. So, if Jarmo were looking for a job, he could have included here in the title, as we see here, looking for new challenges or looking for a job or something like that, to highlight that please do contact me if you're interested in me. And if you are looking for a job, you should actually start this summary by stating that I'm looking for X, Y, Z. Tell the recruiter about the positions that he's looking for currently. But I guess he's pretty content with his job, so he will not have this kind of sentence or section on his summary. So I was discussing keywords, and you can see starting from the title, he's been using the keywords pretty well. Manager, location, intelligence, analytics, there are 3 keywords, and his company where he's currently working. And then I was speaking about this famous abbreviations. You will find them here, and it's pretty good. And even short list specialties at the end of his profile. So he knows his stuff, and this is pretty impressive. Discussing responsibilities. Not too long, but long enough. Then he even has recommendations, as you can see. Then some volunteers. Okay, this will be interesting. Skills section. The thing is that to be found, you must have 5 or more skills. That's not very challenging, isn't it? So 5 plus, but you can keep that in mind. 5 plus skills. And do you know how you get these phases here? Do you know? Anybody?
By having connections.
Yeah.
Endorsements.
Endorsements. Yeah. So you can endorse the skills of your connections, and some of them will return the favor. And when they endorse your skill, their face will appear here. So it's both a bit funny feature, but tells something about, because people can sort of quote about your skills in the future. So it can be relevant information to the potential employer too, of course. So that's pretty impressive, as you can see. Even 11 plus more there. Then about education. What he should actually do is to include a link to his thesis or PDF, have a sort of executive summary of his thesis, because he has at least 2 theses, as you can see, or even more. Interest. Jarmo should include work-related skills here before hobbies. So the LinkedIn search engine will find the keywords in every section, even on the interest section. So if you have an interest section, please do have it, and then include the list of your most important skills, and only then a list of your hobbies. And that's of course voluntary too. Then if you have certifications, as he has, you can include those. And in job hunting situations, it's a good idea to have at least 2 recommendations. So he has 1, but it will be beneficial for you if you have 2 or more recommendations linked on your profile, as you can see here in his case. Then please, if you are on LinkedIn, please join groups. You can be even active on those groups in your field, even recruiting or career planning groups. And please follow companies, even influencers, because you will get notices about current jobs. So you will get info about job ads of that particular company. So that's one good idea, to follow the companies that you're interested in. Okay. Questions, please. About LinkedIn or LinkedIn profiles in general.
We were talking about the superior feature when the profile strength should be more than advanced. Could you comment on that?
Yeah, it should be all-star, because if your profile is not on the all-star level, it means that you won't be found, or you will be found partially. So it's not good enough in that sense from the LinkedIn point of view, from the point of view of LinkedIn guys. So that's the idea for this different level of your LinkedIn profile. So please do aim at all-star level if you have a profile. if you're looking for a job. Otherwise, it's no use. I'm sorry to say, but otherwise, job hunting wise, it's no use to have a profile. Sorry to say this, but that's the name of the game on LinkedIn. So all-star is and should be your aim.
Will recommendations help to achieve the all-star?
Probably so, yeah. So connections, skills, summary, recommendations. Yeah, you don't actually need recommendations. It's not obligatory in that sense. No. And of course, experience sections with the responsibilities, education section with descriptions and maybe these links to thesis or projects. There's very handy section for you guys, this projects section on LinkedIn. Do include your projects, individual projects and your team projects too. So that's a chance. You just tell the team members on that section and then tell about your achievement in that project.
No document upload, no link upload.
Yeah, link. There's always possibility to link, but if you have a PDF or more visual work sample, please do include those, because on every section basically you can include video, audio, PDF, PowerPoint presentation, spreadsheet presentation, links, etc. So please use that possibility or opportunity even. Any other questions? Alrighty. So, this was the briefing part of our workshop today, and the next will be about editing the working section of this workshop. Editing either your resume or your LinkedIn profile. And I will be here for about 45 minutes till 2:30, something like that. So if you have a question, please raise your hand and I will be more than happy to comment on your resume and LinkedIn profile or answer any of your questions relating to job hunting documents. So thank you.